Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ekta Bhushan, teaching anatomy and physiology, physiology of exercise and sports medicine at Indira Gandhi Institute of Physical Education and Sports Sciences, University of Delhi. I welcome you all to online lectures of CEC-UGC. In this series, we will discuss different topics associated with sports medicine. But today in particular, we will discuss the topic Introduction to Physiotherapy. Physiotherapy is a highly beneficial niche treatment of injury, disorders and diseases. Using specific physical methods, it aids in restoring the mobility, function and movements in the affected area. Physiotherapy uses experimented and reached information on how the body works and uses medically certified procedures for treatment. Physiotherapy also comes extremely advantageous in preventing further injuries or damage on the previously strained body part. It is widely popular as people of any age can receive its benefits by managing and maintaining great shape and health, thereby preventing injuries or diseases. Physiotherapy is also a degree-based occupation where well-trained, skilled and experienced professionals provide the best care and treatment. At Triangle Physiotherapy, a team of exceptionally qualified physiotherapists do their best to provide you finest and world-class services. Physiotherapists in our India, physiotherapy are well reached and use their extensive skills and experience to improve complicated situations like respiratory, neurological, cardiovascular and neuromuscular skeletal. If you have any injury or are facing a problem, consult any physiotherapist. Now, in definition way, what is physiotherapy? Physiotherapy can be defined as a treatment method that focuses on the science of movement and helps people to restore, maintain and maximize the physical strength, function, motion and overall well-being by addressing the underlying physical issues. Now, we will see what are the importance of physiotherapy. So, physiotherapy is a hugely beneficial specialist treatment of injury, disease and disorders. Though through physical methods, it helps them to restore functions and movements in the area that has been affected. Physiotherapy also helps with preventing further damage or injury on the previously affected body part. People of any age can receive physiotherapy treatment and be thoroughly supported to maintain and manage good health, plus prevent diseases. In reality, at any time of your life, physiotherapy can benefit your health and life. Physiotherapy is a degree-based profession and whatever the treatment you may receive, you will always be in the hands of well-trained, experienced professionals. So, first importance is treats a wide range of conditions. So, physical therapy is not only effective in pain management but also covers a wide range of physical conditions. It helps in the treatment of musculoskeletal dysfunctions, joint disorders, spinal injuries, sports injuries like dislocation and contusions. The second one is reduce and eliminate pain. The physical therapy techniques like ultrasound, electrical stimulation, taping and tissue mobilization can help in relieving pain and restoration of muscles and joint function. It also prevents the pain from returning, and the regular practice of physical therapies prevents the conditions from reoccurring. So the next one is prevents the surgery. So the physical therapists help the patients to recover from illnesses and injuries using only the physical therapies. In most of the cases, there is no need of surgery or operation. Even in the conditions where surgery is essential, patients may benefit a lot from the pre-surgery therapies. Physiotherapy saves individuals not only from the pain but also the cost of operations. Next one is restoring the balance. So the physical therapies helps people regain the balance in their body. People with a low balance in their body are vulnerable to fall. Physiotherapists train them to perform some physical exercises that helps restore balance in their body. Usually, physiotherapists screen all the patients for risk of falls at the beginning of the physical therapies. If you are at the risk of falls, therapists help you with the exercises to restore the balance. Next one is recovering from a stroke. So it is natural that the body loses some functionalities after recovering from a stroke. They strengthen the muscles and weak part to improve the gait and balance. People who suffer from a stroke can benefit a lot from physiotherapies. It helps the stroke patients restore their mobility and reduce their dependence on others for daily physical activities. The next one is improves the overall quality of life. So physiotherapy teaches plenty of exercises to help relieve from the pain and physical injuries. These exercises combined with the latest technology and technological developments help restore the functioning and mobility in the body. The recovery from injuries, illnesses and restoration of functionality improves the overall quality of life. The next one is faster recovery from illness. So the physical therapists work in a coordination with the medical practitioners and assist them in making the treatment convenient. When the patients undergo the physical therapies, the time of treatment reduces significantly. The patients undergoing physical therapies recover faster and require medical treatment for a less time period. The next one is treatment of diabetes. So physical therapies are now a part of the diabetes management plans. They are very effective in controlling the blood sugar. Diabetic people usually experience problems of sensation in their legs and feet. Physiotherapists educate diabetic patients on the exercises and foot care required in diabetes to prevent the swelling and increase sensation. The next one is cardiac problems. So the regular activities of heart patients are adversely affected by a heart attack or surgery. So although people receive cardiac rehabilitation after the surgery, physical therapies accelerate the rehabilitation process. The therapies help in strengthening of arteries and help patients return to their daily routine. The next one is respiratory problems. So the people with respiratory problems like asthma and pulmonary issues find their life difficult as they are highly prone to allergies from dust and other particles in the air. Their respiratory system becomes weak over time. and they are prone to attacks. Physical therapies helps them strengthen their respiratory system and make the breathing easier. The breathing exercises helps in clearing the fluid in the lungs. Then effects of aging. So the people above the age of 60 usually develop the problem like arthritis and osteoarthritis or osteoporosis. Sometimes the problem becomes too severe that the patient needs to undergo a joint replacement. Physiotherapy helps old people deal with such issues with exercise and correct diet. With proper therapies and medicines, it is possible to avoid the surgeries like joint replacement. Then the next one is female diseases. So the woman deals with many kind of illnesses like breast cancer and postpartum care. There are special treatments in physiotherapy for women related problems. These special therapies can help women recover from the issues like breast cancer, lymphedema, fibromyalgia, constipation, pelvic pain, and urinary incontinence. Women are prone to hormonal imbalance at an early age and during pregnancy. So, physical therapies help restore the hormonal balance and recover from the postnatal problems. Next one is sports injuries. So sports persons are vulnerable to many type of injuries while performing the high impact activities. They are prone to fractures and muscle injuries. Every sports team has a qualified and experienced physiotherapist who helps the player recover from physical injuries. Sports persons have less time to recover as they have to participate in the tournament. Physiotherapists help them improve faster to prepare themselves for the upcoming tournaments. So the next one is optimal repair of the body. Physiotherapy not only helps restore the bodily functions but also focus on the sustainability. The physical exercise with proper nutrition strengthens the joints, ligaments and muscles to help avoid the future injuries and illnesses. The therapies in the physiotherapy also teach special pain management techniques which improves day-to-day physical activities. Next one is principle. Now we will start with principles of physiotherapy. So the first principle of physiotherapy is certification. Anybody can go to a physiotherapist at any time without a referral. Physiotherapists are considered primary healthcare providers. In India or other countries also, a physiotherapist must undergo at least 6 years of post-secondary education in order to become a certified. In order to practice physiotherapy legally, the physiotherapist must be certified by a recognized institution. After the initial certification, physiotherapists can continue their education in order to specialize in a specific area such as sports therapy, orthopedics, hand rehabilitation, genetics or chronic pain therapy and many more. The next principle of physiotherapy is assesses. So the first step of physiotherapist's job is to assess the situation being presented to them. Is the patient in need of preventive therapy or a rehabilitation? Using range of motion exercises from which the physiotherapist can gain visual clues about what may be causing problems in a person's body. The physiotherapist will begin to assess the patient. In addition to the visual range of motion exercises, they will likely ask a lot of questions about the person's situation, which may also help them glean further information. They may also test the patient's strength, gait, and may examine more closely any areas the patient's claims are causing them pain. So the next principle is treatment. After the assessment is complete, the physiotherapist will discuss with the patient what they were able to understand based on their assessment. The best way for the patient to heal is if they too understand the root of the problem and help themselves as much as possible. The physiotherapist will develop a treatment plan. Then this will normally involve stretching and moving exercises that specifically target the part of the patient's body that require healing. As the physiotherapist describe the treatment plan, they should also present the benefits, alternatives, and any possible risk or side effects that could occur as a result. So the next principle is prevent. So there are two separate reasons why a physiotherapist may be providing preventive therapy. One is to assess a person physically in order to help them prevent problem later in life. This assessment would be much like a regular assessment where the physiotherapist would use visual clues based on range of motion exercises to analyze where potential risk lays. So the other type of assessment is to analyze a person's daily life and verbally provide them with preventive measures they can make within their home to avoid injuries themselves. So this method is often provided for elderly people. What happens is that older people tend to shy away from regular activities for fear of injuring themselves, or which ultimately causes the weakening of some of their muscles and joints, causing them to become injured more easily. The next one is homework. Not only will physiotherapists work with their patients for a certain amount of time, but they will almost always send patients home with homework of a sort. So the homework is usually a set of exercises and movements which target the areas of the patient's body in need of attention. Doing these exercises as per the recommendations of the physiotherapist can greatly accelerate the rehabilitation of a person's body. Alternatively, not doing the exercises can only set a patient back in their process. It can actually cause further injury. Now we have come to the conclusion. So physiotherapists are present in almost all the part of the world. There are thousands of physiotherapy centers in India. The importance of physiotherapy is not limited to the recovery from illnesses and injuries. It helps people to improve the quality of their life and allow them to make the most of their daily activities. Even healthy people can consult a physical therapist to learn the techniques of staying fit and living a stress-free life. Physiotherapy is a naturopathic method of medicine that focuses on the movement of the body. It treats existing problems like chronic pain. It helps people rehabilitate after an injury or surgery, and it can be a preventive measure used to help people avoid injuries or pain. Physiotherapy also targets the root of the problem. Instead of treating symptoms of pain, it treats the pain from the sources. Physiotherapy provides a very individual type of treatment. The physiotherapists will create a therapy schedule according to the need of the patient. So, I hope you understood the concept of physiotherapy, importance of physiotherapy, principles of physiotherapy. That's all for today. See you next time. Thank you.